Pretty crazy story that accompanies this unit as well. Huh. Yuck. You see it. You know what it is. Damn, we ain't even got no gas in this thing. Son of a gun, boy. Today is gonna be one of them days. It's gonna be one of them days. Need some defrost. Can't see anything. I'm not gonna lie, kind of dreading today, just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Tuesday morning and getting the show on the road, 6 a.m., super early. I can't emphasize enough how early I get these days started, and I'm only saying it like that because there was a comment somebody had said, this guy loves to talk about how early he gets the day started. Well, it is a very valid point to mention. Anyways, I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not, but it is 6 a.m. as I'm beginning today. Stupid early of a start, and for good reason. We've got to get to wherever the box truck is at. We've got to go unload that back into this van, which I barely have any room in this van. And certainly not going to have enough room in this van for everything that we need to grab this morning. We need paint for 2 different properties. I've got pretty much all of the paint needed for both of those properties, but I'm probably going to have to grab a little bit more. I've got a bunch of tarps in the back of this van that I need to throw away and possibly hit Harbor Freight this morning to get more tarps. Because, see, once the tarps get some paint on them, let alone a lot of paint, oh, they're useless. And they're so cheap that you might as well just throw them away and get new ones. Because once you get paint on them and then that gets on them hardwood floors, it's almost like you didn't even drop the damn thing. Hey, I got some checks in yesterday, so let me go put these in the bank. Oh, God. Hope we got enough fuel to get where we're going. That's going to be tight. All right, checks are in the bank. So, a lot to do today. We got 4 units going, all at different locations. A brand new property that we're starting at this morning. And 2 of these units, I've got to bring paint to, and they're both across the freaking map. One of them is probably going to be a color change. 2, possibly 3 bedrooms. Definitely not an easy unit to do. And I'm going to try to get through this day the best way that we can, making this as entertaining as possible. And you know what's crazy is, as of late with these videos, I haven't even had to try to make this stuff entertaining or at least interesting. I mean, this stuff is basically just writing itself at this point with the type of shit that's happening on a daily basis. So, who knows what's in store for us today? Hopefully, it's smooth sailing. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this introduction. Don't got a lot to really talk about right yet. I will share this. I did talk with another new person yesterday, and potentially they're going to be starting with me in a week. We'll see. Definitely really eager to get this person on board. I hate to say this. It's a Spanish dude. And, you know, anytime you talk to a Spanish dude or you get the opportunity to put them to work, you automatically stereotype like they know everything and they're going to be a shit hot worker. But my track record in the past with Spanish folks has not necessarily been that great. I had a Spanish couple that worked for me with the painting business. They were terrible, also on drugs. And then you think back to flip number 2. I had these young Spanish kids come in there who allegedly, well, not allegedly, said that they knew how to do drywall work, and they didn't have a fucking clue. So, don't want to stereotype. All I'm going to say. All right, show's on the road, folks. 6 a.m. You must be lonely. Like a Matchbox 20 song. Hey, let's get it. Oh, righty. Nice. All right, hey. Hey, good morning. 6:31 in the morning, and over at a property we've been painting quite a bit. I got a little heavy spot right there. Saw that yesterday. Things are wrapped up some kind of a way, and getting ready to load this unit out. Don't forget the spray tips, Joe. Don't forget the spray tips. Yeah, so I had my new guy and one of my top guys do this unit yesterday, and came out really good. Not an easy unit to paint, even with it being a repaint, and they got through it. We're using a lot of vinyl siding as shields for the bottom. All the trim has been hit, right? Looks good. Looks good. I would turn the lights on so I could show you this unit a whole lot better, but I can't because the power got cut off in here. So, a whole hell of a lot to do this morning and not a lot of time to get it done. I had to come to this property, load this property out, get to the box truck, load the box truck out, get to the storage unit, load the storage unit out, get to the paint store, pick up more paint, get the Harbor Freight possibly if I got some time, grab a couple of tarps, because once the tarps start looking like this, and then you put them on a floor like this, the paint gets all over the place. Even if it's been dropped, it ends up looking like it wasn't dropped. Once I get the Harbor Freight from there, I got to get to 2 properties before 9 o'clock. That way at 9 o'clock, I can get to a 3rd property. So super busy, super exciting. Are we going to be able to make it? And we won't if I keep talking to this phone. So let me get all of this little bit of stuff. Let me get this stuff loaded out so we can carry on. All right, 7:17 in the morning, back in the van, trying to only take with me what I need and trying to consolidate as much as possible. Got a bunch of shit still in the back of the box truck, but hopefully I don't need all that today. All right, here's paint for one property right here. I got to go get more paint for another property, and as you can see, I've cleaned out the van just a little bit, but not my front seat. My front seat is freaking loaded. All right, let's carry on and carry on. Unit's loaded out, gas is in the van, box truck is swapped out, and now to the storage unit, paint store, Harbor Freight, and then to the units. We're making good time. Paint just keeps on multiplying. All right, that's one property right there. That's another property right there. And I still need 2 more 5s of flat white sealant paint. We're leaving from the storage unit. We're loaded up and off to the paint store. All right, well, I just tried to hit up the old Harbor Freight, and that ain't gonna work. It's 7:34 in the morning. I wanted to hit that and then hit the paint store, then hit the interstate. It just makes more sense that way. And of course, they don't open till 8 o'clock. Also, in other news, man, I just read a text message from the new guy that started yesterday, and he told me that he's going to move on to a better opportunity and a better fit for him. He told me I'm a great guy, and I'm just like, damn it, man. I don't know why I can't keep the right people. That shit is embarrassing to me. and annoying. Worked one day, worked less than 8 hours, made $160 for the day, probably worked 6 hours, 7 at most, making $25 an hour probably, close to that. Easy fucking gig. He's a painter, for God's sakes. What kind of a better opportunity? Anyways, it'll be all right. Maybe the Spanish fellow that I got a chance to talk to last night, maybe he starts this upcoming week. At least I got one of my OG painters back yesterday. Damn, man. I was gonna give the guy a t-shirt today. Oh man. It's kind of heartbreaking, actually. You work hard to provide a good workplace for good guys. You know, you just can't keep the good guys. Or at least all of the good guys, I should say. Because the guys that I do have, they are good guys. Man, I would be well suited to have one more person today. And being down this guy, just seeing this text message. He did text me last night, but I didn't see it. I'd be curious to see what time that text message came in at. Oh well, we'll make do. We're at the paint store now, then we're gonna hit the interstate and try to get everywhere we gotta get to and get done everything we gotta get done. Alrighty, just getting up into the first unit for today that I'm seeing. And this was an eviction as well. Thankfully, the unit seems to be so far in relatively decent shape. The maintenance man just told me the people stole the washer and dryer. That's pretty freaking crazy. And pretty crazy story that accompanies this unit as well. Huh. Yuck. Joe, what are you doing touching that? So, allegedly it was a mother staying in this unit. She passed away. Her daughter came and moved in for 3 months, didn't pay, no bills, racked up a shit of credit card debt. Damn. In the dead mother's name. Can you imagine? They said when they came in here, it was a bunch of designer stuff and just sad, real sad. People ain't shit, man. They really ain't. We got another TV mounted on the wall, or another TV mount right there. We got blunt guts all over the carpet. Hey, yeah, just throw that shit on the carpet. And just wild. It's eviction and escape season. I'm seeing a lot of stories in the news about escape. Oh, God. Bless it. Bless your heart. Well, looks like I'm going to be playing with this for a second. Tiana. Beautiful name. Oh, another TV mount. Beautiful. I love it. All right. I got to hurry up and take these TV mounts down, take all this shit down, and get up out of here because I got to get to another property. But just wanted to share that little crazy story with y'all real quick. All right, welcome to a new property. We just walked through the door. Nice hardwood floors. And this thing is super industrial. So you got these old wooden ceilings, paint chips literally coming off the ceiling right there. But really, really nice property. We have no idea what we're doing over here just yet. We got white walls with white trim, and it's just a 1-bedroom. There was a couple of little nail holes in the wall, nothing crazy. A little bit of dry rot right there on some 1x4 facial, or some 1x4 trim. It looks like they've replaced this trim a few different times. Crazy shit. Here's the bedroom right here. It does have a closet, water heater in the closet. Look at these ceilings. Oh shit, I'm still super zoomed in, sorry. All right, ceilings look crazy. Here's your bedroom. It's a good sized bedroom. Walls a little beat up, but this is one of the units at a brand new property, our first unit
at this brand new property. Nice tile floors. Look at how recessed that tile is right there. Same right there. Nice little gappage right there. That ain't smooth. Boom. Boom. Right there. Yeah, cool. All right, we're waiting on paint over here.
All right, where is the water? Whew. It is 10:59 in the morning. And boy, am I thirsty. Thirsty for some real juice or something. Thirsty for something to drink other than water and coffee, because that's all I've been drinking on this fasting kick that I've been on. I'm stuck behind a train right now. We got a chance to see a train up close and personal at the property, the new property that we just started working at today. And train's done, so good deal. So yeah, we're leaving from the new property on our way back to another property where it's me, one other guy, and that's it. We're getting ready to be doing a 3-bedroom color change. They're already into it. Probably spraying ceilings. I'm gonna go in there and spray doors. We're gonna spray the walls. Now, the walls are already some sort of gray. The problem is they're not the color gray that we're making them. They're not the agreeable gray. All right, let's start that again and scrap that last clip. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's 11 o'clock in the morning, and we're leaving from a brand new property where we're doing a little 1-bedroom repaint over there. And we got to see a train up close and personal. That was super cool. Damn, trains are cool. Sometimes I think to myself about jumping on a train, not in front of one, and just going wherever that train is going. And, you know, prior to being married and having my son, that would have been a very real possibility. You know, I think about these businesses that I've done in the past, the moving business, the cleaning business, and how I was able to just abandon those businesses, just quit when the going got tough. And the reason I did so and was able to do so is because, one, I didn't have too much of a care in the world, because I didn't have the responsibility that I now do with my son. And for my son, I would never quit and never leave myself in some type of a jam, or leave him in a jam, or leave us in a jam, and my wife as well. You know, you got to do what you got to do, even when the going gets tough. And right now, you know, the going isn't too tough. It does suck that I lost that brand new guy today. You know, wish I could have kept him. Wish I could have kept him. But anyways, I'm thinking to myself whether or not my ladder is strapped to the roof. I sure hope that it is. It is. Okay, we're good. It would have fell off by now if it wasn't. But anyways, yeah, you know, when the going gets tough, you just got to keep on going. And we've had some tough times with this business. Right now, it doesn't seem to be too terribly bad. We are busy. We do have tough work that we're doing, hence what we're getting ready to go back into. I'm going to show you this unit when we get back there. It's monstrous. It's a big-ass 3-bedroom. It's a color change. Even though the walls are gray in this unit, they're like a bluish gray, and they're not the agreeable gray that we've been using as of late. Now, we did have a problem with this property. I don't want to say a problem, but we did have a situation with this property in the past where we did a unit like this, and they didn't want it to be a color change. But the fact of the matter is, just because your walls are gray doesn't necessarily mean that they're the same kind of gray. And in this case, they're not. So it is a color change. But nonetheless, I mean, they didn't give us too much shit about it. They were just like, hey, you know, is it a color change? Are you sure it's a color change? Yeah, it's a color change. It's definitely a color change. So we're gonna get back over here and we're gonna bust out this tough ass unit. There's 2 guys that I've got over there right now. They're already probably getting knee deep into it. We're gonna have 2 sprayers going. I'm gonna be on the other sprayer with my respirator on, and I'm gonna get into spraying these doors. We're gonna spray these walls. The walls in this unit are freaking semi-gloss. They're going to flat, and anytime you spray flat paint over semi-gloss, you spray flat paint over semi-gloss, that shit just likes to run right down the walls. So hence the fact we got this big old 18-inch roller nap right here. We're gonna be back rolling, I mean, while spraying. It's the only way we're gonna be able to do this. That's about it. We saw a train. And that was pretty cool. I can eat in an hour. I'm excited about that. It's 11:06 right now. Cannot wait for 12 o'clock. Cannot wait to go get some nourishment in my body. I might not even be able to go anywhere because we're gonna be so busy on this unit. I think I got a Slim Jim in the truck. I got a half-drunken Gatorade. Gonna have to make do with what we got. All right, let's get back to this unit and see what all the fuss is about. All right, 3-bedroom color change. Come to the front door. Closet. Closets are white. Doors have already been sprayed in this unit. Ceiling has already been sprayed in this unit. Kitchen hasn't been painted yet. There's the color that we're going with. There's the color that it is. And show you a little. There's the color versus what's on the wall. So it's definitely not a match. I'm gonna spray this in a minute. Here's our living room. 1 bedroom back there. Big living room. Got wallpaper right there. Wallpaper right there. Come down the hallway. One bedroom right here. Oh shit, what happened there? That ain't good. What the hell happened there? Alright, anyways, the bathroom right here. Yep, paint on the floor, no good. 1 bedroom. This is bedroom 2 actually. With a closet. And bedroom 3 right here. So, yeah, buddy. All right, 3-bedroom color change done in about 8 hours. Hardware looks good, everything looks good. Mind you, this was like a bluish gray, going to agreeable gray. They had flat bedroom walls. They had semi-gloss hallway walls, and they were tough.
3-bedroom color change done in 8 hours. We absolutely rock and rolled on this. 5:45 in the evening, Tuesday, just getting home. Check this out. See that tarp in my backyard right there? Right there. Yo, check this out. My wife tells me she thinks we've got somebody living in our backyard. Okay? So this is potentially a makeshift bed right here. Looks pretty comfortable. You know, you're sitting on a pile of leaves right there. And to come into my backyard, you gotta go across that door right there that protects the dogs. There's cushions on these chairs back there that could be taken. And man, I got this shed. Right here. AC running. Ain't nobody in here, is there? Yo, it's kind of dark in here. So the other day I was out here cutting the grass and I ran across this hoodie that don't belong to none of us. And then today my wife sees the makeshift bed right there. Yeah. Somebody's sleeping in my backyard. Hey, what's going on? Just getting home. Long day, longer nights. Could be a long night tonight. Hey, is anybody in my shed? I should go on a camp out, little stakeout action. Hold on 1 second. That's gonna be kind of bright. What do you do if you find somebody sleeping in your backyard? A couple of things come to mind. Do you ask them politely to leave? All I can think of is San Francisco and the type of crazy shit going on out there. Call the law? I don't necessarily know. All right, let's see if we can set this up on a little tripod action. Now, I don't have a mic. There we go. All right, anyways, hey, I'm just getting in from the day and I want to wrap this video up on a couple of things. One, is there a homeless person sleeping in my yard? Will there be a video that starts off me waking up in the middle of the night, going outside and confronting this homeless stranger? How would that play out? And doing so on video. Smile. You're on camera. He's got a knife. I don't know if this was like a one-time deal, but it's like feeding a stray cat. If you feed them once, they're going to come back forever. And I definitely don't want to turn my backyard into San Francisco. I don't want that happening at all. But anyways, only time will tell in relation to that. I've got a newborn baby up in that house. I got an infant son, 7 months old damn near. And I'll be damned if I let some homeless stranger be camping out in my backyard. It just does not feel safe nor comfortable. I don't think I'm going to sleep a wink tonight. Probably not. Anyways, I want to wrap this video up on some really interesting stuff that I would be made aware of way later today. And it's in relation to new people, and more importantly, to the new guy who started yesterday who I thought was really good. I asked my top guy who worked with him yesterday, I said, hey, how did everything go? Because I thought that it went really well, but the guy would text me at midnight telling me that he found a better opportunity and a better fit and that I'm a great guy. And I didn't know what to make of all of that. I was aggravated, obviously, by the fact that this guy would hit me up at midnight and tell me this. But anyways, I said, did anything happen, you know, that would give you any kind of an indication that this guy is not going to stick around? He said, well, he did mention one thing, and I took it with a grain of salt because it sounded so preposterous. I said, yeah, what was it? He said, well, he did mention that he wanted to be making
Let me go ahead and zoom in for this right here. $40 an hour. What the world? When I heard this, I was like, what? Dude thinks he's about to be making $40 an hour painting here in Virginia? Here in Virginia? That's just not going to be happening, Stick. He said, yeah, he even said that he emailed you over his resume, and he had mentioned it in the email. So I went back and I looked at the email, and no bull. He did email me his resume right here. And he also did say, and I quote, my desired hourly rate is $40 an hour. Looking for full-time work without any benefits, as I have full VA coverage. A reliable vehicle, clean abstract experience. $40 an hour. Man, it caught me so off guard. And then I got to thinking about it. I was like, well, 40 times 40 is only $1,600 a week. It's not undoable. It's not doable, I should say. But for the love of God, 40 times 8 is $320 a day. First and foremost. Now, if I'm going to be paying somebody $320 a day, I best to not have to do much of nothing. This person better be the most shit-hot person that I've ever met in my life, and they ought to be able to take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. $40 an hour, you got it. But here's the crazy thing. You know, this guy worked one day, and I'm quite certain we had a phone call, and I told him, you know, I'm paying starting off at $20 an hour, because I have this same phone call with every new applicant, and I'm quite certain he was okay with that. And the thing is, you know, had he shown me more, had he shown me he was worth more, I most certainly would have paid him. And the crazy thing is I don't necessarily know whether or not he was worth more, because he only worked one day. And I didn't work per se with him. I had him work with a top guy of mine. But he certainly didn't jump off the page to me as somebody who could, at the very least, manage a unit by themselves. You know, you better be able to do that and then some, if we're going to be talking an astronomical amount of money like $40 an hour. I lost a guy. Here's the title of this video. I lost a guy because he wanted how much per hour? $40 an hour. I mean, it just sounds crazy to me. It really does. Here in the state of Virginia, you know, a doctor is making probably way more than 40. There's not a lot of people, unless you are a skilled electrician or an HVAC technician or a plumber, making $40 an hour. Now, this guy comes from Hawaii, where the cost of living, I got to imagine, is way more than here in Virginia. So $40 an hour over in Hawaii has got to be the equivalent of about $25 an hour here. That's just my assumption. I could be dead wrong about that. If anybody knows any better, please comment and let me know. But I just think that it's preposterous that this guy wanted $40 an hour to paint. You better be changing light fixtures at the same time. Anyways, I wanted to share that, but there's two other things that I want to share with you real quick, and they're both in relation to kind of the same thing. New applicants. I've got a couple of messages from people who were inquiring about work. And the first one is from a person by the name of Jeremy. Jeremy would reach out to me and say, what the pay, not even what the pay, I have 15 years experience, can do it all, and have all my own equipment. You can check out my company Facebook page. I said, hey Jeremy, thank you for reaching out about the painting work. Where are you located at? Do you have your own transportation? Most of our work is in. Thank you. I look forward to hearing back from you. Jeremy would reach back out to me and say, yes, I have my own transportation. Curious what the pay is though. I start out at 20 an hour. Some workers paid by the job as well. God, my grammar is just as bad as this guy's. And this guy would message me back and say, I'll pass. Thank you though. Starting out at $20 an hour is quite honestly saying you can make a heck of a lot more than $20 an hour, because there are some guys who are getting paid by the unit upwards of $250 or even $300 a unit, maybe even more, and that certainly breaks down to more than $25 an hour. I wanted to reach back out to Jeremy and say, Jeremy, what would it take to get you out of the bed in the morning? And he probably was going to respond to me and say, you know where I'm going with this. $40 an hour. There was another person who reached out. It was a young lady by the name of Robin. And I wouldn't even engage in this conversation with her because I could not get past her initial inquiry about work. Because Robin would reach out to me and say, I'm interested in the painting jobs. I have some experience, but not a lot. I know enough to get the job done. What is the pay? I didn't really like her initial inquiry. I know enough to get the job done. It just kind of seems a little abrasive. I mean, because one line before that you say, I have some experience, but not a lot. I know enough to get the job done. What is the pay? It almost makes me feel like you think painting is a joke. It's something to not be taken seriously. And so many times in the past, I have seen exactly that. People coming in thinking they know enough to get the job done, only concerned about obviously getting paid. Robin, I'm out. I'll pass. Anywho, today was a productive day. I do potentially have a new guy I'm hopeful to get a chance to speak with. Hopefully he will be willing to play ball for starting off at $20 an hour. One thing that I don't tell people is, you know, I do start off at $20 an hour. There's no $15, $17, $14 an hour. If you're not worth 20 bucks an hour, I don't even want to deal with you. You know, I'm definitely not going to pay you less than that. You know, if you're worth more, obviously, right? But anyways, I need guys who are at least $20 an hour, but certainly not 40. That just to me is crazy. Anyways, folks, super productive day. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 units done today, including a unit at a brand new property and also that monster 3-bedroom color change where the carpet was going. Thank God, that makes that job so much easier. Tomorrow, we've got 2 units at 2 tough properties, to say the least, and a couple of units elsewhere. God, I got no idea how we're going to get through the day, because we certainly ain't got enough people, and certainly can't be paying no $40 an hour. That's for damn sure. I need more people, the short of it. I want to be taking on more work, doing more work, but in order to do so, I need more people, and finding more people is proving to be quite a difficult task. You get what you pay for. It's something I've often been saying. But if I'm paying $40 an hour, am I really getting what I'm paying for? I didn't necessarily sense that guy was worth that amount of money. I could have been wrong. But I'll never know because he only worked with me for one day. Folks, that's all I got. I really want to know what all of you have to say about all of this, what you guys think. Thank you for taking the time to check out this video. You see me back on the grind. I'm out here busting my ass every day and doing these videos as well. I love being able to get back to these videos. It feels good, and I look forward to sharing more with you just as soon as I can. And like I said, I got a little bit of a mystery unfolding in my backyard right now. So I'll keep you posted on that as well. Until next time, take care.